Hello students, in today's video we will discuss about zeros of polynomials. In your earlier classes you have discussed about polynomial. Monomial, binomial, trinomial, all are types of polynomials according to the number of terms the polynomial has. Polynomial is an algebraic expression where in each term the exponent is whole number. Whereas in an algebraic expression, in each term the exponent is real number. Here are some examples of polynomial. These are constant polynomial, these are linear polynomial, this is a quadratic polynomial. Now, non-examples of polynomial. If we look at this algebraic expression, we can write this as 2x to the power of minus 1 plus 5. Here, in first term, the variable has power minus 1. Minus 1 is not a whole number. That's why this algebraic expression is not a polynomial. Now, if we look at this polynomial x square minus 3x minus 4. If we put some value of the variable, then for different values of the variable, we may have different values of the polynomial. If we put x equal to minus 1, then we get the value of the polynomial is 0. Also, if we put 4, the value of the polynomial is again 0. Here, the value of the variable for which the polynomial becomes 0, that value is called 0 of the polynomial. For the linear polynomial, we can represent as ax plus b. there the 0 will be minus b by a. Now we will discuss about geometrical meaning of the zeros of polynomial. Now recall, in coordinate geometry, how did you locate the points? We have a polynomial 2x plus 3 here. If we look at this graph, then for the value of x minus 3 by 2, we have the value of the polynomial 0. And here, as you learn, minus 3 by 2 is x coordinate and 0 is y coordinate. Here y coordinate is the value of the polynomial for some x. We can see here that for y coordinate 0, we have x coordinate minus 3 by 2. And if we see the graph of this line, as this is a linear polynomial, the graph is line. The graph of the line intersect the x-axis at one point, and our number of 0 is 1. Here are some more examples of linear polynomials. x plus 1 minus 2x plus 3, 3x minus 2 by 5. If we look at the graphs, each graph is intersecting the x-axis at only one point. So the linear polynomial has only one 0. That is, number of 0 for linear polynomial is exactly 1, and the graph of the linear polynomial intersects the x-axis at only one point. Now we are taking an example of a quadratic polynomial. For this, the graph is, we can see here the graph intersects x-axis at 2 points. So Number of zeros for this quadratic polynomial is 2. Now, if we look at this graph, the graph intersects x-axis at 2 points. So, number of zeros is 2. Here also, number of zeros will be 2 as the graph intersects x-axis at 2 points. For this graph, the graph intersects x-axis at 1 point. So the number of 0 is 1. Here also the graph intersects x-axis at 1 point. So the number of 0 is 1. Why the number of 0 is 1? Because only at this point, for some value of x, the value of y is 0. That is, the value of polynomial is 0. Now, for polynomial in x, two graphs are this one and this one. Both of the graphs do not intersect x-axis. What does it mean? For any value of x, it does not give y equal to 0. That is, nowhere the value of the polynomial is 0. It means the polynomial does not have 0. After looking at the graphs of polynomials, we came to the conclusion that a linear polynomial has only one zero, but a quadratic polynomial, somewhere it has 1 0, somewhere 2 0, somewhere no 0. So a linear polynomial always have 1 0, but a quadratic polynomial can have at most 2 zeros. Now we will look example 1 of your NCERT book. For first one, the graph intersects x-axis at only 1 point. So the number of 0 for this polynomial is, right, 1. For the second graph, the graph intersects x-axis at 2 points. So the number of zeros for this polynomial is 2. If you look at this graph, third one, the graph intersects x-axis at 3 points. So the number of zeros is 3. For fourth one, number of 0, 1. For fifth one, number of 0, 1. For sixth one, number of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if the polynomial is in x, then from the graph, the number of point of intersection of the graph with x-axis will give us number of 0. Okay, so we have learned from the graph how can we know the number of zeros of the polynomial. Okay, thank you.